All right, thank you so much for joining us this Friday at noon. It was a little frosty, but we're getting a little warmth from the sun now. And Sean, you say this was the coldest day since April 9th?
Over 6 months.
I was going to say, wait, it's been several months.
I did the math for you. So
thank you.
I know it is early here. So yeah, sunshine, and we'll need every bit of it today here. I want to show you the numbers. This was fully expected. We've been talking all week long about Friday morning. And there you go, 32 officially Indianapolis. You got to go back to the 9th of April, the last time we were that cold. And we did expect 20s, and we had plenty of them. Lafayette 28, Greencastle 28, 25. In Crawfordsville, you can see Anderson and Marion, Mount Comfort, Shelbyville dipped into the 20s. So there was plenty of frost around. And for the most areas, this will end what we call the growing season. Now, plenty of sunshine and a nice recovery at this hour. We're back into the lower 50s for most spots, and we'll tack on another 5 to 7, 8 degrees to what you have here. Plenty of sun. There will be a few fair weather clouds that will flare up here. What we're going to be focused on is what I've circled back to the west of us. This will be a weekend weather player for us. It will bring in some clouds, but it doesn't impact us here this evening, and the temperatures that we have now will cool down rather quickly once we get closer to and after sunset. Northwest wind, it's not real strong. It's from the 5 to 10 mile per hour range, and there you go. There's a few evening clouds around. Otherwise, should be a really nice day. We'll talk Operation Football, college football, and the Colts tailgate forecast all coming up.
Thanks so much, Sean. A 33-year-old woman is dead and a suspect is seriously hurt after a police chase ended in a crash early this morning. The Marion County Coroner's Office is now identifying that woman as Alicia Lane. Metro Police say they were initiating a traffic stop of a wanted suspect on Indy's near southwest side around 3:30 this morning. And that's when that person took off with a passenger, which was Lane, in the car. The passenger led police on a chase over 100 miles per hour. During the chase, the suspect veered into the wrong lanes of traffic, ultimately striking a semi-truck while turning on West Raymond and South Harding. Officers say Lane was killed in the crash. The male suspect was taken to the hospital in critical condition. The truck driver was not hurt. And right now we're working to learn more about a crash involving a Metro police officer on Indy's southeast side. Investigators tell us that officer was rear-ended around 7:30 this morning on East Raymond Street. The officer was taken to the hospital and is listed as stable. The other driver was checked at the scene and released. Once we learn more about what led up to this crash, we will be sure to update you. This afternoon, the man charged in the murder of a Marion County Sheriff's deputy is in court. Orlando Mitchell is facing 2 counts of murder for the death of Deputy John Durham 2 years ago. Durham was transporting Mitchell for a medical appointment when Mitchell allegedly strangled him and stole a police vehicle. He was captured near the Marion County Criminal Justice Campus. That trial is scheduled for next August. And earlier this year, Mitchell was sentenced to 66 years for the murder of his ex-girlfriend here, Crystal Walton. Mitchell shot and killed Walton in September of 2022, shortly after she dropped her 1-year-old son off at daycare. And dozens of questions surrounding the sexual harassment investigation into Mayor Joe Hogsett's former aide, Thomas Cook, are getting answered. The City County Council hired an outside law firm for the investigation. They're now releasing findings from a new report. Alex Almanza has reaction from council members.
The Chicago law firm Fisher Phillips says former Chief of Staff Thomas Cook didn't respond to requests for interviews, but investigators still found both women credible. They confirm Mayor Hogsett was told one woman described being taken advantage of while intoxicated, something he understood as sexual assault. Still, Cook stayed on the payroll for several more weeks before resigning in 2020. Investigators say they didn't subpoena him because it would have cost taxpayers more money and taken months to resolve.
You can start to really see a clear picture that, the people that have elected, or that, our elected mayor has had some poor judgment and made really poor decisions with the people around him.
Counselors now say the focus is on reform. They've released new HR policy recommendations for public review, including the possible creation of a temporary inspector general, an independent HR board, and regular audits of harassment investigations. In an email to 13 News, Counselor Dan Boots said, quote, "Our ultimate goal here is to ensure Indianapolis continues to evolve as a model public employer, one that fosters a safe, respectful, and equitable workplace for all employees." Next, counselors will take public comment on those proposals with testimony from human resource experts and advocacy groups. 13 News has reached out to the mayor's office for comment on this, but we did not hear back. Meanwhile, the Rules and Public Policy Committee will meet here on Tuesday, October 28th. The public is invited to comment. At the City County Building, Alex Almanza, 13 News.
All right, thanks, Alex. And turning to new details about a criminal investigation into an IU fraternity. IU police issued a crime notice for Phi Kappa Psi after learning of a hazing incident. Police say the incident sent at least 2 people to the hospital. They say there are no suspects and they have not shared more details about what happened. And this is not the first time this fraternity has faced disciplinary action for hazing allegations. Anti-hazing advocates say patterns of misconduct reveal a lot about a greenhouse's culture.
Students who are considering joining a group, their families who are concerned about their well-being, have a right to know when a pattern like this has been happening.
Indiana is one of 44 states with an anti-hazing law. Under that law, anyone who hazes someone else can face felony charges if it results in bodily injury. The national chapter of Phi Kappa Psi sent us a statement. It reads, "Hazing has absolutely no place in Phi Kappa Psi or in society. We remain steadfast in our commitment to eliminating it from our organization." A closer look now at IMPD's 5-year plan aimed at better protecting our city. Department leaders unveiled a draft of that proposal yesterday. People, both outside and inside the department, gave input about the future of policing in Indy, all helping guide what's laid out in this strategic plan. So let's break down some of this plan. It's made up of 3 main points. 1, focuses on the health and professionalism of officers and staff, including recruitment. 2nd point, it's about enhancing community safety through trust. And in a 3rd major point, invest in IMPD infrastructure to improve efficiency and morale. IMPD Chief Chris Bailey says he hopes the plan helps the department better serve the city. IMPD partnered with Taylor Advising earlier this year to develop the plan, and their president says more feedback is needed on the plan's draft between now and November 27th. Then they'll work with police leadership to finalize the plan early next year.